Hi everyone. Self-regulation is obviously a critically important practice for any leader. There's no good flying off with a handle. There's no good getting upset at the spur of the moment or indiscriminately abusing somebody because they've had a go at you. That does not help. So how does one self-regulate? There's a part of the brain called the amygdala. What happens is when the amygdala is ignited, there's only two choices. First of all, it shuts down our logical thinking of our brain, and it gives us two choices of dealing with the crisis that we're dealing with at the moment. One is called flight, and the other one, of course, is fight. And this comes from our primitive ancestry, where the only thing we really had to worry about was being attacked by a wild animal. And of course, if you're about to be attacked by a wild animal and the animal is perhaps large and slow, then running away would probably be the best strategy. And of course, if the animal is fast and small, the idea would be to fight the animal. So our primitive brain has taught us as a survival instinct to do one of two things. Unfortunately, that part of our brain is still in existence today. So we will perceive something such as somebody shouting at us in a meeting as a life or death situation. And so our amygdala kicks in. We've all been in the situation, haven't we, where we've walked away from a meeting and we've thought to ourselves, one of two things. I wish I'd said what I wanted to say, and we just didn't seem to be able to say what we wanted to say, to respond in an appropriate, assertive way. Well, the other response we often have is, I really probably shouldn't have flown off the handle. I just went a little bit too far. Now, we've all been there. So what really is the answer to this? Well, it's as simple and perhaps as difficult as well to take a deep breath. So when you feel somebody's attacking you, take a deep breath. And there's two good reasons for that. I mean, one physiologically is that you need oxygen because when you're under stress, your breathing gets shallow. But the second and most important reason for doing that is so that I can think about the way I respond. And that momentary thought process means that we can bypass the amygdala and get into a logical frame of mind. A second thing that you can do if you're sitting down is to sit back. And the third thing you can do is to ask them a question. So say to them, what do you mean? Or could you explain that more? Or can you give me an example? What those things do is it buys you time and space for the amygdala to be bypassed so that you can respond in a logical way. Hope you found that useful. See you next time. Thank you and goodbye.